And the Golden Bears will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Florida Atlantic's offense will take the first swing of the game. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He'll keep it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Gonna run it. It's need. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking left. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. They go to the draw. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got his man quickly. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's got it. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Movement here from the tight end. They'll try to pound their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on 3rd and goal from the 1. Touch pass on the run. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. DAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the DAT. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. TCU escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Horned Frog fans could have done without this one being so close. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll try to pop the draw. Sweet cut there. Find some space enough to get 5 to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything.
The Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Need. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. The give to the back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Velasquez. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Gets it out fast. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And on second down for this offense, he's looking to throw. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. From the shotgun, the inside give. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. He'll try it again. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now facing a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the offense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Need. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw for it. And the quarterback is snowed under. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in 2 gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited, because that guy doesn't get many of those.
And the Golden Bears line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch, called for and made. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be...
Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
The Owls will hustle to the line.
And late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been...
And the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Well, they tried to catch him off guard with a pass play down there on the goal line, but David, he just held on to it way too long. The defense able to get home and get the sack.
Yeah, and that's great coverage. And you love this part of the field. You know exactly what you want to do. You play more man coverage. There's less space to coverage. You don't have to worry about those speedy wide receivers going deep. Nice job not only on first down getting the sack. Now I put them into a predictable 2nd down. Now they can't just run the football and be conservative.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Dances away from the heat. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cal!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. FIU handled its business today, and given what this week was like in Miami, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He fires one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He wants to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. Trailed a little bit in the first half. Stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On to attempt the try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
They'll start this third quarter with a run. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, fine. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. The Golden Bears get enough for the first down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Now on 2nd down and short. Trying play action. caught near the sticks. It's Canola. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And the Golden Bears line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. And the Owls moving quickly to the line.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. On the move, it's Snow. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Offense set on 1st down. The give to the left side. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. A 1st down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stevens. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-game land. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. The Golden Bears are on the move. They'll give it to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets away. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
And the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. That's caught. It's Nicholson. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Now on second down. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. He's looking for an open man on second down. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll keep it on the ground. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Owls. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, they love their ponies and their spirits there in the Bluegrass State. And they also love when Louisville and Kentucky lock horns. Louisville may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from L&N Stadium every time. The Cards have been racking up road wins since the Lee Corso days, and they'll get another one today. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standards, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He's going to take off. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It's a draw. Thrust that arm out. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Now improvising. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Isn't the play-action fake supposed to make those guys take a half a beat before they come and destroy the quarterback?
Yes, trying to slow him down as much as possible, but it's predicated, too, on me reading that and me seeing it, and they didn't bite it at all. You better run the football effectively if you're going to run play-action, because they did not bite on the play-action fake at all.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Gets it out quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Caught behind the line. It's Nicholson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't...
He's loose. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra 1st downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
They'll run play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Unloads it left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going with the ground game left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. Give to the running back. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they have surged on top here in the final 2 minutes.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right here late in the 4th quarter. They put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They'll throw it on 1st down. Great move there. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Fast motion from the offense. Give to the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will tie the game here in the final minute of play.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him with just a couple seconds left here in the game. He knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense is not completely screwed.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. First down here for the offense. Gonna run it. It's Need. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Velasquez.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
Touchdown, Cal! They take the lead here in overtime. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Trying to find his man on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. He's back to throw on second down. Coming after him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need.
And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime,